If your life is not the way you want it, you cannot blame anyone. You cannot justify, biktima lang ako dito, but it always a choice. C-H-O-O-S-E. Choose your life. Kahit anong mangyari sa aking vehicle, palitan yung vehicle ko, alisin yung vehicle ko, it doesn't matter anymore because the source is limitless. The source is abundant. And therefore, if my come from is just really connecting to my source and whatever I do in my life, everything else will just be given. I am now focused not on the doing, not on the having, but I'm focused on who I am. And therefore, when I focus who I am, I bring this to anything that I do, then all of these things shall be added unto you. What will block all the blessings in your life are the things you're still holding on that no longer serves you. And the reason why we want to earn as much money as we can is simply because, again, welcome to another Tuesdays with Russ, C-H-O-O-S-E, which means being able to understand that at any given time, you have a choice. And if the life that you're living right now is not the way you want it, I'm sorry, but that is your choice. Not unless you are 4 years old, 5 years old, 7 years old, you're still a child. Perhaps pwede pang ibang tao mag-choose para sa'yo, pero kung adult ka na, maybe 15, 16, 17, all the way to 77 or 87, I'd like to let you know if your life is not the way you want it, you cannot blame anyone. You cannot justify, biktima lang ako dito, but it always a choice. C-H-O-O-S-E. Choose your life. And I guess every single problem, every single struggle that we all do have, it's simply because akala natin wala tayong choice. But I'm here to remind you that the only solution in life struggle, life problem in all areas, whether it's health, it's relationship, lalo money, and I want you to write this, radical responsibility. Grabe no, radical na responsibility na. Anong ibig sabihin ito? Kahit gaano pa ka gulo, at kahit gaano pa kapait, kahit gaano pa kasakit, ang ganap ng buhay, whether you like it or not, you are still responsible for it, even if ikaw ang biktima dito. I will always say, my life, my choice, and I'm just so glad that, again, blessed extremely in my life that perhaps I made the choice long time ago that if my life is not the way I want it to be, that's my fault. And if I want my life to change, I need to change my choice to create the life that I want. So if I'm happy and really successful in life, right, that's still my fault because I am responsible with my life. Now, hindi na ako magpatumpik-tumpik and I will not deny that there's a lot of fear that is going on in the world right now, no? Specifically, mga kapatid natin dyan sa Dubai, it's real, naririnig natin ng putukan, and obviously, business is folding up. I heard wages are no longer given because, again, a lot of things are going on there. And yeah, that's reality. Also here in the country, the Philippines, nako, hindi ko alam, balita ko, 174, 200, 300 na daw ang gasolina. Not to be insensitive around it, but that's what it is. But the most important choice I want you to make today is, will I put my attention in the things that I don't like, what's going on, or maybe I want to put my attention on the things that will empower me, that will grow me, that will allow me to create a new mind shift. Not mindset, mind shift. Because again, kung ikaw ay takot sa mga changes sa mundo na nangyari at hindi ka sure at hindi ka certain, siguro this is a reminder that maybe nakafocus lang tayo sa dalawang bagay. Ang unang bagay is what we call our goal, and a lot of us are focusing on the earnings, the income that we want in our life. Not good or bad, right or wrong, it is important, it is necessary, except that maybe if we're just focusing on the income that we want to provide for our needs just enough for us to survive, it will be a never-ending, continuous cycle after cycle after cycle after cycle. And maybe it's time for us to shift another focus. Not just in our income, but maybe a lot of us are just also focusing on the second part, which I'm talking about, is what we call our channel, our vehicle, our ways and means to create that income. Maybe some of you business owners, your channel to create your income is your business. If you're an employee, your job. If you are self-employed, your career, your career. And the thing around this, kung tinaya lang natin ang ating time, energy, effort, at ininvest lang natin sa ating vehicle, sa ating channel, para makuha natin yung gusto natin, talagang nakakatakot yan. Why? Because sometimes, we always believe that the only way for us to get all of this is through our channels. What is scary about our channel here is, if tanggalin sa'yo yung trabaho mo, tanggalin sa'yo yung negosyo mo, tanggalin sa'yo yung career mo, ano mangyayari sa'yo? Then that is really scary. And if there's one thing I learned about life, is I never focus on how much income I want to create in my life. I am never focused on the vehicle or the source that is bringing me that income, but rather being able to understand the most important and in fact the only focus I'm actually enjoying in my life, that no matter what's going on in the world, umulan, bumagyo, bumaha, crisis or wala, yung aking unconditional gratitude and happiness, hindi siya nayayanig. Bakit? Kasi naintindihan ko ang laro ng buhay. At naintindihan ko na never ako magpo-focus kung magkano kikitain ko para mag-survive lang. Never ako nakafocus sa aking negosyo, sa aking career, sa aking kitaan, sa aking vehicle or channel. But nakafocus lang ako sa the one and only that is ever, never changing, the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I'm actually focusing the unlimited, limitless, abundant source. And I call Him my God. So which means tinataya ko yung aking time, energy, and effort to make sure that I am always connected to the source. That when I'm connected to the source, kahit anong mangyari sa aking vehicle, palitan yung vehicle ko, alisin yung vehicle ko, it doesn't matter anymore because the source is limitless. The source is abundant. And therefore, if my come from is just really connecting to my source and whatever I do in my life, everything else will just be given. And some of you may think, ganun lang kasimple, opo. And I'd like to let you know that maybe we understand normal. When we say normal, ang opposite ng normal, hindi po abnormal, it's natural. Uulitin ko, ang opposite ng normal is natural. Now, thumbs up sa akin kung yung normal lang ba, habang tumatanda ka, mas humihina ang katawan mo at marami kang sakit na sakit. Normal lang ba yan? Thumbs up? Yes? Yeah, karamihan, alam natin. Huwag na tayong lumayo. 9.9% of 9.9 out of 10 of people we know, habang tumatanda, yung health nila bumababa. Yung health nila hindi nila gusto. Normal yan. But hindi yan siya natural. I don't know if you heard in the Old Testament, we all live until 100 years old, 200 years old. May 900 years pa nga, di ba? So which means our physical body, on a natural sense, on how it was created and how it was designed by God Almighty, is longevity. Except right now, it's no longer a norm. Do you also agree that the older you get, the more lonely you are? Because again, siguro lumiliit yung circle mo. Siguro yung mga family mo, malayo na, iba ng buhay. Siguro normal na lang na kukunti lang friends mo. Siguro, most of the time, nasaktan ka na one time, big time, tapos hinusgahan mo na lahat ng tao, traidor. At ayaw mo nang makipagsalamuha. Kaya lumiliit ang buhay natin habang tumatanda. What is natural is the older you get, the more big circle you have, the more enjoyment you have, the more community you can connect to. But hindi siya nangyayari. And I think the most important part here is what is normal. The older you get, financially, mas nagiging pabigat tayo. But what is natural, maybe just like the tree. Nung pandemic ba, sabi ng mga maga, huwag tayo mamunga kasi pandemic or wala silang pakialam. And I think I just want us to understand this because if we don't understand this, we'll still have the mindset of living for the sake of living, for the sake of survival, for the sake of us getting ourselves out in the pain. But we never understand That if we only focus in making sure that we are connecting to the source, connecting to our God, connecting to whoever you believe that the source of all of this blessing, He will take care of you no matter what, in spite of the economy, despite of in spite of the crisis happening. Sabi nga sa Matthew, di ba? Look at the birds in the air. They don't plant. They don't harvest. They don't even store in the barn. But they are well taken care of. No, ang tanong ko sa iyo, mas magaling ba yung ibon kaysa sa iyo? Or pareho lang tayong natural ng gawa ng may kapal? Pareho lang. Except maybe we were all wired up that life has to be difficult. Life has to be this way. Life has to be that way. And that's why itong concept ko, marami ring tao na hindi naniniwala, marami ring taong nagbabash ito kasi hipokrito ka ras. Hindi ganun kasimple. Mahirap ang buhay. I get it. I get it. But with this kind of thinking na mahirap ang buhay, gumaganda bang buhay? Hindi naman eh. Kaya nga ako nandito ako to offer something new because it worked with me. It worked with me. Which means, again, now I'm 55. I've never been so healthy, so fit, high energy in my entire life ever since I got back to becoming natural, beautiful creation of God rather than normal human being. Did that make sense? Without even trying so hard, without even working hard. It just happened naturally because, again, I am now focused not on the doing, not on the having, but I'm focused on who I am. And therefore, when I focus who I am, I bring this to anything that I do, then all of these things shall be added unto you. The older I get right now, the more love, the more connection I have, the more happiness, the more excitement I have, simply because, again, that should be our nature. Remember, as a little children, ang dami mong kalaro, ang dami mong kaibigan, ang saya-saya mo. Tama ba? O ba't ngayon lumiit na? Kasi normal lang daw. Hindi. How we were born. But above all, it should be the older you get, the more income should run after you because now, you have more knowledge, you have more skills, you have more experience, you're able to help more people, and therefore, money should be raking into it, but it's not happening. Again, normal versus natural. How do we now shift to this? Most important, paulit-ulitin ko lang, tayo po ay vessel. When we say vessel, we are the context. We are the container of the light of our source, the light of our Creator, and therefore, our only focus here is number one, to make sure that we clear the vessel. And when you say clear the vessel, ulit-ulitin ko to, kaka-Holy Week lang po. Let go of all the blame, anger, guilt, and shame, the unforgiveness. Let it go because I'll guarantee you, what will block all the blessings in your life are the things you're still holding on that no longer serves you. What is stopping you, number one, from receiving all the blessing, receiving the light, is what we call your ego. According to Wayne Dyer, it's edging God out. Kaya, paano mo na may ego ka? You go to automatic sama ng loob. You go to automatic, we call it resentment. And resentment is brought about you telling the universe, telling God, Lord, mali ito, dapat hindi ganon. And the moment you go into the resentment, you move now into the resistance. Inaayawan mo yung nangyayari. Instead of, okay, may nangyayari, okay, hindi ko siya gusto, pero you know what? Lord, surprise me. Excited ako dito. And that is where I want you to start to understand that the first order of our Creator, for our Creator's light to enter our vessel, is for us to clear our vessel. And the way we clear our vessel is really letting go of whatever is holding you back. Alam mo, nakakatuwa lang, nakailang retreat ako from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 araw na. 100% of the messages, Coach Ras, grabe lang. The moment I forgave my mom, the moment I forgave my dad, the moment I forgave my brother, the moment I forgave the ex, automatic blessing came in. Siyempre, ang tagal nang gustong pumasok, kaso lang hindi makapasok kasi hindi mo siya let go. So that's the first. Clear your baggages. Don't just clear your baggages. Number 2, you make sure you nurture your bags. You nurture your vessel. Let's say talagang crisis, walang-wala ka. Pero inalagaan mo yung katawan mo, you slept early, you work out, you eat well, you look at yourself in the mirror, you feel so good. Malulubog ka ba sa negative thinking or it doesn't matter anymore?
Doesn't matter, Coach.
Yeah, because our body is a temple of our Holy Spirit. And the reason why we want to earn as much money as we can is simply because, number one, we want peace of mind. If I ask you, if you're really taking care of your physical health, with or without money, will you have peace of mind? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Number two, joy, which means you're happy no matter what. Happiness kasi is something happened, and pag nawala yun, hahanap ka na bagong happiness. Joy is no matter what, you're happy because you're taking care and you feel good about yourself. Will there be joy? Yes or no?
Yes.
Next is fulfillment. Will we still be fulfilled? Even if something that is not happening the way you want it, but at least you're taking care of you. Yes or no?
Yes, Coach.
And ultimate freedom. And ultimate here is prosperity. I'm not asking to become multimillionaires, but your life is getting better, getting better. Why? Because your vessel is clear. Your vessel is nurtured. And that is where the beginning of all the things that we really want behind income, behind money. Let's start there. Then, if you want self-assurance, if you want never-ending, no if, no but, that all my want is being supplied irregardless of the situation, irregardless of the pandemic, irregardless of the crisis, I have supply all the time. And that's number three, what we call connect the vessel to the source. So imagine, Erin, meron tayong waterfalls, tama ba? Tapos meron kang isang balde. No, yung balde mo, yan yung budget mo from April 1 to April 15. So, kumusta, no? So, ibig sabihin, meron kang, yung balde mo, nilagay mo sa waterfalls, pinuno mo April 1. Tapos, kumusta ang paggamit mo sa tubig yan? Tipid-tipirin mo, i-budget mo, or pwede kang magwaldas-waldas. Kasi balde
Pwede
lang.
magwaldas
Isang balde lang?
Ay, hindi kasha, Coach.
Exactly. That's how we are. Kasi pangbalde lang yung ating paniwala sa source natin. Kasi bakit? Nakadisconnect ka eh. Minsan pag naubusan ka, maghahanap ka ng ibang tubig, mangungutang ka. What if, Erin, yung iyong trabaho lang is hindi balde, pero meron kang pipe, may tubo ka. Right? Pero yung tubo mo malinis. Ang tubo mo well-maintained. Pero yung tubo mo nakakonect sa waterfalls. Kumusta ang buhay?
Abundant and prosperous, Coach.
Exactly. Kung nanakawang ka ng tubig, magwawala ka ba? Or parang okay, madami yan.
Madami.
Kung na-traitor ka ng ibang tao dahil naisahan ka sa tubig, sasama pa ba loob mo? Parang okay, marami yan.
Marami pa, Coach. So,
Why? Because again, your vessel is clean. Your vessel is absolutely nurtured, but your vessel is connected no matter what. And lastly, most important part is, number 4, your job here is to expand your vessel. When I say expand your vessel, bring as much growth, bring as much experience, bring as much skills, so that worst comes to worst, tanggalin sa'yo yung trabaho mo, tanggalin sa yung career mo, tanggalin sa'yo yung iyong career at ilipat ka ng ibang mundo, ilipat ka ng ibang country, it doesn't matter because your income is no longer attached to the work, to the job, to the business, to the country, to the boss, but it's attached to your vessel that is cleansed, vessel that is nurtured, vessel that is connected, but vessel that is expanding through growth, expanding through experience. But the biggest expansion I really want you to do here, Erin, and everyone else, is the expansion of your giving, which means seeing yourself as the source of blessing to people around you. Because when you do that, our source, our God is fair. He will bless you back even without you crying and asking for that, because you are doing your job by just taking care of your vessel. Any takeaway for that, please?
Thank you, Coach. What struck me the most is, it's very important, narinig ko na sa'yo palagi, and then before, na if meron akong pipe, connected ako sa falls, di ako mauubusan. Pero, kailangan malinis yung pipe para walang bara. Kasi kung merong bara yung pipe, mahirap pa rin pumasok yung tubig kahit unlimited. So, what I learned here, Coach, is to not only connect, but to also cleanse, to nurture, and also to grow continuously and expand continuously. And never stop really expanding. That's it, Coach.
Bottom line, if you're afraid in the game called life today, maybe because you're just focused on your goal of what you want to get out of life, maybe you're just focused on the vehicle, on the business, on the job, on the investment, but it can always be taken away from you. It can always change. But when your life is all about focusing on the source, 100%, the source will provide the vehicle, the source will provide the results that you want. Okay? I'll pause here, and I just promised myself to do my monologue in just maximum 30 minutes. Okay. Maybe there's some comments, there's some question. I'm ready to entertain comments and question and whatever.
Thank you.
Sarah, magandang gabi. Maraming salamat for raising your hand. Please tell us where you are from and maybe ano yung nakita mong concept ngayong gabi na nagustuhan mo. And I would love to hear if you have question. Thank you, Sarah, for raising your hand.
I heard from Coach, what are you getting from this live? But since I've been attending to most of your seminars, what I want to do from this live is what I can contribute after this live. Since we have your work, you have your family, my mindset right now is what can I contribute? First, to my family, to my loved ones, and to where I am right now. So I believe instead of getting something out of this, what you can contribute. So I believe that's what I got from this conversation. So always learning, always growing. So thank you so much.
Thank you so
for
much.
this live.
Thank you so much, Sarah. And I truly appreciate you by focusing not on taking. Because I focus on taking, life or universe will take back. Ang sabi nga ng the law of attraction, karamihan sabihin mo lang yung gusto mo, sabihin mo gusto mo. Para sa akin, ineffective yon. Kasi sabihin mo, universe, I want this, give me this, give me this, give me this. Ang sabi ni universe, okay, Ras, give me this, give me this, give me this. Versus universe, how can I serve you? How can I support you? How can I bless you? And then the universe say, Ras, how can I serve you? How can I bless you? How can I support you? That's how it works, whether you believe it or not. So which means, if you are not as blessed as you are in this life, maybe because your mindset is just taking. What can I get from this? When can I have this? Versus, all right, how can I give? How can I support? How can I bless? But then again, a lot of people would, again, bash me around this. Easier said than done. Pagod na kami, said na ko, naubos ko. Why? Because you're actually pouring from an empty cup. That's why I want you to go back in making sure that you now understand that you are the money-making machine that creates all of this blessing through our God Almighty, through our source, and therefore, you need to fill yourself up first. By number one, again, clear yourself every day. Wala kang bit-bit na sama ng loob. Wala kang bit-bit ng blame, anger, guilt, and shame. More than that, nurture. Be in the best state, best health. Take care of your body. Useless ang pera. Useless ang fame. Useless ang success if you don't feel good about yourself. I always say, if you have thousands of problems, you have thousands of problems. But if you have health problem, you only have one problem. Nurture the temple of the Holy Spirit. Number 3, connect to the source. Not just by praying, not just by reading the Bible, but maybe listening and taking time out to sit down and close your eyes for 1 hour so you are guided the whole day. But lastly, if you want more out of this life, expand more of your growth. Sabi nga, on a soul level, we're equal, Sarah. But in the marketplace, we are not. So which means, how valuable are you? What knowledge do you have that people are willing to bless you with the finances? What skills do you have? What experience you have, what leadership capacity you have, so that you get to now receive all the things that you want. But more than that, the capacity to give will determine the capacity of the blessing you will receive. Thank you, Sarah, for raising your hand. I truly appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach. May nag-chat dito, Quincy. Sabi niya, Coach Russ, at what point in your life did you begin making changes that led you to where you are today? As we grow older, it often becomes more difficult to shift habits we've followed for years. So how can we successfully make that change?
Agree. And at what point in my life, I'm just so blessed. That's why I'm here, still mentoring a lot of people until I die. Because I'm so blessed at age 21. 1992, hindi ka pa pinanganak. Siguro hindi pa pinanganak ang nanay mo. Nagka-mentor na ako. And my mentor taught me the most important things in life. So I will still be relevant in the marketplace, which is growth mindset. Kaya kahit saan mo ko itapon, kahit saan mo ko ibato, may silbi ako because my mindset was all about growth. And I was told by my boss, by my mentor, never work for money. Work for growth. And that's my mindset. Up until now, pag merong nag-hire sa akin, hindi pag-uusapan kung magkano, pero pag-uusapan, anong ika-grow ko dito, anong i-grow ko na other tao. That's the first thing. So which means, if you have a mindset right now of transactional mindset, which means, I'll only do this kasi kikita ako, patay tayo dyan. Why? Because you'll always run after money. But if a new habit that I want you to start learning is to start embracing growth mindset, which means spend an enormous amount of time, energy, even money, to learn something new. In fact, you don't even have to spend money. Why? There's a lot of YouTube, there's a lot of podcasts that you can listen to every day for you to create that. My God, Erin, in 1992, tapes pa, tapos nagka-CD. Nagka-USB. Ngayon, libre na. However, what I love about having a growth mindset from age 15 to 35, it allowed me to really create my financial blessing. However, I also realize yung pinakapangit na habit na meron ako na hindi ko alam na meron ako na most of us don't even know we have this is actually we actually move in life carrying a lot of pain, a lot of wounds as a little child, and therefore the second habit I want you to start working on is balik tayo. Number 2 is what we call clear heart set. Start letting go, start releasing, start forgiving anyway. And that's what happened to me at age 35. I learned how to forgive. I learned all of this. I'm just so blessed because why I attended my first awakening. My God, the same seminar I attended that cleared my heart. You're gonna give back your power. You're gonna give your strength because that's where we're gonna help you understand saan nanggagaling to kabigatan ko. Guaranteed. One whole day, you're gonna release all the things so you have a clear heart set and you know how to handle all the pain, all the trauma, all the wounds, because in the end, if you don't know how to handle this, you keep on carrying this, keep on carrying, up until one day, eto lang yung buhay. I lose out of life because you don't know you carry a lot of this. So that's what clear heart set. Another thing that you want to do as a create right now, if you feel you're already old, the number 3 is what we call health set. Create that health. Create that plan for you to be healthy. Ayaw mo maging pabigat sa pamilya mo. Diba? Lalo hindi ka kumikita. Huwag kang maging pabigat. Then start creating that health that you want, that fitness. And number 4, very important, is for you to start creating a new skill set for you to create the income that you want in the AI age, in the Gen Z age. But lastly, most important, in the middle of all of this is number 5, your soul set. Create a habit every day. So, I do this intention every day. The reason why I wake up every day. Today, I woke up 3 a.m. I did my clearing. I did my nurturing. I did my expansion. I did my connecting. 3-4 hours solid every day. It's a habit to prepare me in whatever situation is in front of me. I'm extremely happy, excited. Why? Because I bring me to whatever I do. And that's a habit na hindi po to scam kasi wala pang binibentang produkto. Kayang-kaya niyo pong gawin to kahit wala ako, kahit hindi kayo mag-attend ng seminar ko. But give yourself a favor. Live an intentional life, which intend to live a life that you are prepared whatever is going on in the world. Because again, number 1, your growth mindset will bring you to the opportunity that you cannot even imagine you're gonna have because you're growing and growing. Your clear heart set will just allow the blessing to come in because again, you don't carry any heaviness. Of course, you need a lot of energy because money is energy. Health set. But about skill set, kasi kung hindi ka magaling, hindi ka mahahire. But kung gusto mo ng mabilis at gigantic, my God, kapit lang kay Lord. Siya bahala sa'yo. Some people kasi kapit lang kay Lord, pero walang growth mindset ay, masaya lang yan, pero hindi yan abundant. Ayaw natin ng ganon. Claro ba? Some people, kapit lang kay Lord, pero kapit pa talaga, ang daming sama ng loob. Yung kantang, Santong Kabayo, ano ba yun? Yung simba ng simba, pero ang daming hinanakit sa mga tao. Patay tayo dyan. Or, okay ka naman, may growth mindset ka, clear heart set ka, pero hindi ka nag-aalaga ng katawan, useless. Useless. You won't enjoy the prosperity in life. But for you to never be forgotten by the market, you must have skill set, kakayanan. So people will believe in you, will do business with you. But if you want to speed up, again, soul set, being able to be guided by our Creator.
Thank you, Coach. Now, meron pong question, Coach. No, dami siguro nakaka-relate dito. How did you find your purpose? No, is there a formula for it? If you are kinda lost and still searching for that purpose in life up until now.
All right, that's the best place to be. Lost is perfect. Why? That means you can now pause from your busy life and ask yourself, what is really the purpose of life? And most of the time, the most effective way of finding your purpose is to take a look at your life's biggest pain. My life's biggest pain, the reason why I got suicidal at the age, 35? I would pray every night, take away my life, Lord, simply because I felt growing up I wasn't loved. I felt growing up I was abandoned. I felt growing up that my parents did not love me because they were hiwalay. So I said, my pain at that time was coming from a broken family. Now I understand. The reason why I have to go through that because I want that part of my life to be healed so I can heal other people. Now that becomes my purpose. So if you don't know what your purpose in life, dalawa lang po. Number 1, to grow as much as you can. So if you're not excited about life because you're not growing, you're still the same. In fact, I want you to write this, ROSE, rate of self-evolution. I got this concept from Vishen Lakiani, which means your job here is to evolve to who you are as a creation of God and go back to it, and therefore it's a never-ending growth after growth after growth after growth. If you're growing every day, will you get bored or you feel you're useful, you're purposeful, and you can serve the world? Yes or no?
I can serve the world more, coach.
Yeah, you don't. You don't have to be like Mother Teresa or Nelson Mandela. Purpose, big way. Just grow as much as you can. Simplihan lang natin. Huwag kang pabigat kung nasaan ka. And the only reason why you cannot be burdened to anyone else is because you're growing every day. But don't just grow every day. Number 2, love as much as you can. Again, I'll repeat that. Love as much as you can. And a lot of times, the older we get, the lesser our love is. Love is expression. How do we love people? Again, the highest form of love is forgiving. And the way we forgive is to express our love through verbal affirmation, through physical touch, through gifts, including cash, kindness, time. And if you are loving as much as you can, growing as much as you can, and therefore, your life purpose is being served. Let's imagine, nakakita ka na ng bonsai.
Yes, coach.
Magandang tignan,
Maganda naman.
may silbi,
Wala.
kasi hindi siya nag-grow. Hindi nagkabigay ng shade. Hindi namunga. Sana yung bunga niya naging puno, yung pungo naging bunga hanggang naging one forest. Hindi nangyari. Bakit? Hindi siya nag-grow. Nag-bonsai lang siya. That's how simple I want it to be.
Thank you, coach. Eto, what is your meaning or take on kill them with kindness, coach?
Ay, ayoko ng kill. Which means give only what you have. If what you have is kindness, even if they're mean, they're ugly, they're nasty to you, all you have is kindness, then give it away. And what we don't want here is to use the word kill. Parang revenge naman yan, oy. And maybe if you really want to expand and grow life, is choose to be kind even if the world is mean to you. Why? Because kindness is all you have. Will it be easy? Normally, no. But naturally, yes, because we were all born kind, creation of God. And I would always say, be the reason why people still believe in kindness. Because you chose kindness over being right that they're wrong. You chose love over ego. And it's a day-to-day practice. But how can I be kind to humanity? I'm not even kind to myself. Balik pa rin sa sarili ko. So, not forgiving people is not kindness to you, not kindness to them. True or true? Not taking care of your physical body is not kindness to you. And therefore, it's so easy to be mean to other people. Not connecting yourself to the source. Now, you have every reason to be dark because you're connected to the darkness. And the reason why maybe you're not kind because you're coming from is lack and scarcity. Baka maubusan, baka mapagtawanan, baka mahusga. Because now, why? You're not expanding your vessel.
Thank you, coach. Ito naman, baka marami nakaka-relate, no? Paano mo daw na-handle ang pag-overthink kung duman ka dyan, coach?
Huwag na mag-overthink. Paano ba i-handle ang overthinking? Hindi ko alam kasi buti na lang blessed ako dahil lumaki akong feeling ko at ang sinabi sa akin bobo ako so kaya hindi na ako nag-iisip. Nag-feel na lang ako. But maybe the most beautiful natural way is to train ourselves to think by not allowing ourselves to be stimulated by external things that's going on, by making sure that we take time out, 1 hour, stillness. And the discipline there is to really notice your thoughts. May dumaan, pangit ang sinabi, hayaan mo na. Another thoughts, hayaan mo na. Another thoughts, hayaan mo na. Because overthinking here, may naisip ka na hindi mo gusto, pinatulan mo. It's like you putting a pin on the cloud that your cloud cannot be pinned. But yet you force it. That's why you overthink. Why? Because wala kang disiplina. Then, have a practice of discipline to train your mind to just allow thoughts to flow by. To just allow thoughts to just pass by. 1 hour, may naisip ka, hindi ka kikilos, pabayaan mo. Ewan ko, can you share with them because you're an overthinker like crazy, but because you how many years ka ng 1 hour nagpa-practice, na i-train mo yung mind mo, na pag may dumaang thoughts, hayaan mo lang. Wala namang mangyari, di ka naman mamamatay.
Yeah, almost 2 years, coach. Actually, nung nabasa ko to, sabi ko, ako nakaka-relate dito. Kasi sobrang overthinker ko po before and also perfectionist din at over-analyzer. So, hindi ko gagawin yung isang bagay up until hindi ko siya ma-perfect. At hindi ko siya ipapursue up until ma-feel ko na ito na yung tamang timing, tamang strategy, etc. Kaya lahat ng mga results ko na-delay. So what helped me was yes, the practice of meditation, doon ko nalaman at naramdaman na hindi ko pala kailangan i-overthink dahil I just have to sit down, listen to my inner self, to my intuition, and to my source. And at the same time, kung may maisip ako, I'll just let it pass by because hindi naman pala dapat nag-hold on doon. At hindi naman dapat pala ina-attach yung sarili ko at hindi ko dapat kinokontrol kung ano yung mga nasa isip ko because everything and anything will just come and will just happen if it's what is meant to happen at that time. And also, I quit overthinking naturally. It's because I kept the practice lang na even though mahirap at that time at hindi ko naiintindihan ano ba tong ginagawa kong pause, silent meditation, ano ba tong pag-upo ko dito, pagpikit, I really didn't understand that time. But you know what? It really trained me kasi doon nagsisimula yung aking mga anxiety, yung pagiging lonely, at yung pagiging depressed because I hold on to the thoughts in my mind and I stopped feeling. Yun pala yun eh. Puro na lang isip yung pinagana at hindi ko pinapagana yung puso ko at that time. And I was so attached. That's it, Coach.
Nice. And for me, really, it's pause. If you catch yourself overthinking, you pause. You take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and maybe repeat again, all is well, surprise me, Lord, and notice it will shift. That's the fastest way you can start shifting whatever is going on for you.
Yes, thank you, Coach. Baka may gusto palang kausapin si Coach live, ha? Habang nagbabasa kami ng chat, baka may gustong makakausap kay Coach. Anyway, how would I know if nasa right path na ako na tinatahak ko na career or business? Kasi madaming problema na dumadating ngayon. I believe that my God is abundant, pero still di ko maiwasan tumingin dun sa existing problems and it makes me feel anxious kahit feeling ko may darating na blessing. Ganda.
Oo, kasi ang paniwala mo kay Lord, 50-50. Ituloy mo na kasi. Yeah? I trust you, Lord, pero tatakot ako. Ituloy mo na. What's the worst case scenario? Wala. Makakakain ka pa rin. Kaya yung blessing, hindi tuloy kasi yung paniwala mo, kalahati lang. Ituloy mo na kasi. Wala namang mayari eh. Na master mo niyang fear, doubt, and worry, bakit? Isuspend mo lang muna. Maniwala ka lang. And again, madaling sabihin, oo nga, madaling sabihin, gawin mo na lang. Because again, in the end, ilang crisis nang pinagdaanan natin, guys. Wala namang worst case scenario. Naging worst case lang kasi again, balik tayo sa AAA ko. Acknowledge what is working more than acknowledging what is not working. Sa 10 ganap sa buhay, isa ang working, 9 hindi. Kaya 9 ang hindi nag-work because 9 ang focus mo sa not working. First things first, acknowledge what's working. Ito lang, simplihan lang natin. If I give you $10 million tonight, will you accept it?
With my container right now, no, Coach.
Alright? On one condition, tomorrow, hindi ka na magigising.
Ayoko nga.
Exactly. So kung pinoproblema mo ang pera mo, nakafocus ka pa rin sa problema sa pera, isn't it great that we're still alive? And yet notice, how we throw away our life is because we have money problem. The reason why maybe I have money problem because I'm only focusing, putting my attention to what is not working versus, alright, may buhay pa ako, nakakahinga ako, thank you. May mata pa ako, nakakita ako, thank you. Focus on the things that's working and appreciate more of what is going on because why? What you appreciate will appreciate. Then the last A will be, you allow the blessing to come in. You allow the voice, the light of our God to come in. And maybe again, create an intentional life wherein you're gonna prepare yourself for whatever's going on outside there, that you're just gonna trust fully.